Welcome to M.T.C Creative Kitchen, where he bakes, creates delicious dishes, and blends refreshing juices.
Greetings everyone and welcome to my kitchen. It's indeed a pleasure to see my subscribers as well as my newest subscribers. Thank you for coming. Now for today I'm gonna prepare Jamaican's Escovitch SaltFish. Now guys, this is something worthwhile watching and you don't want to miss, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. So here I have approximately half pound of saltfish. Now I decided I don't want more than this half pound because it's just for me and my daughter. However, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. As you can see here, just look at the amount of salt that is on the cutting board here. So I'm just gonna cut out the fin that is right here on the side. Now as you can see, the saltfish, guys, you know, sometimes when you buy the saltfish, you may not get the ideal piece that you need. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just gonna take my one time and just use this knife, and I'm gonna cut this in 4 pieces. As you can see, I'm not gonna make them too big. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing Escovitch saltfish. Now the reason why you see me using my hand to pound the knife is because there's a piece of bone right here that is hard to cut. But as you can see, as soon as when I'm cutting and I just encounter flesh only, the knife just slides through. The knife is extremely sharp. Now this part of the saltfish is the ears part of the saltfish, right? So there's a bone right down by the bottom where my thumb is. Yes, so then I have to know how I'm gonna cut it. So it may be challenging, you know, trying to cut this piece here because the bone goes across, right? So I'm gonna use my hand and just pound the knife by trying to cut it. You know, because I need to cut this piece in 4, so it may take some time, but just bear with me until I cut it. So as you can see, I'm working to get it cut off. I'm gonna break it here, and then I'm gonna get a knife and just continue cut until I'm through. So I'm just gonna chop it. You know, yeah, sometimes you gotta chop it, you know, because the bone is right, yeah, that piece of bone right there. Now as you can see, I'm through cutting there. So I'm just gonna cut this in 2, and then I'm gonna cut that piece in 2 as well. Because you know, when I encounter bone and then you're trying to use a knife to cut through the flesh and the bone, it's rather hard sometimes to cut through. But then if you just, you know, take it one time and just work it through. Now as you can see, I'm completely cutting them. So what I'm gonna do is just to place these cut piece within a container right here, and then I'm going to wash them off beneath the faucet. After washing the saltfish at least 4 times, I'm going to get some water on it and allow it to soak. When it's soaked, it's more convenient to, you know, clean it up, as I mean clean up the skin and everything. Now guys, as you can see here, I'm demonstrating on how I clean up the scales and the skin from off the saltfish, and this may just take some time, so just bear with me until I'm through. Now take note, right? I'm not gonna boil my saltfish, right? As you can see, I did wash it off first thing first because it has a lot of salt on it. So what I had to do was to rinse it off 4 times first, then I get some water on it, and then I'll allow it to soak, because I'm trying to soak out the salt from the saltfish. You know what I mean? But then, you know what? If you have a problem with salt, right, what you can do, you can boil yours if you want to. You know what I mean? But then for me, if I'm gonna boil it, it's gonna take away too much of the salt. So that's why I'm not doing it that way. I'm just doing it this way, where I'm just soaking it. And when I'm soaking it, you know, it really takes out the salt. It really does work that way too. But then, as I said before, if you have a situation with salt, right, you can always go ahead and boil this if you want to. Now guys, if the saltfish was not soaked and soaked properly, there was no way I could have gotten the scales out of the saltfish this easily. And that's because it's been soaked. You know what I mean? It has been soaked for at least 3 hours. Yes, and that's just to reduce the salt from the saltfish itself. Now guys, take note, the saltfish, it don't need to be seasoned because the saltfish was already preserved with salt, right? So you don't need no black pepper or seasoning to add to it. Just allow it to be as it is. I'm through cleaning up the saltfish, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place it in a plate on a paper towel. Now the paper towel is just to absorb the water from the saltfish. That means it makes it more easier when I'm gonna fry it, you know, because then if there's too much water within the saltfish, when they're gonna fry it, it's gonna pop, and no water and oil don't mix. So you wanna make sure that you use a paper towel just to, you know, sap up that water from the saltfish. No guys, the Escovitch saltfish is not a meal, it's more like a snack, but then I can tell you that it goes well with anything. Say for instance, you want to do some festival, right? And you want to steam some vegetables. Yeah, it's a perfect combination, you know? They both blend in, they both go well together. You know, Escovitch saltfish with fried dumplings, maybe some steamed vegetables on the side, or you can also do some pressed plantain, you know, the pressed green plantain. You could also do that as well. Or if, say for instance, you got some ripe plantains and you want to fry them and have it with the Escovitch saltfish, you know, it goes well. And furthermore, the next thing you can do is also, if you have bread, that's loaf bread, you can also have like 2 slices of those, you know, and make a nice sandwich. But then you have to be careful because remember that the saltfish has bone within it. It's not deboned saltfish, it has bone in it. Next, I'm going to light the stove and allow the skillet to get hot, but then I'm going to allow it to be on medium heat, not high heat. Now guys, you do not want to add too much oil within the skillet, right? Because then you don't want to have the saltfish being floated in oil, so you just need a certain amount of oil within the skillet. After allowing the oil in the skillet to get hot, I'm gonna reach for the saltfish and place them within the skillet one by one, because then, you know, I don't want to be splashed by the hot oil, so I'm just gonna be careful while doing so. Now, as I stated before, guys, you do not want to fry your saltfish on high flame, right? You want to allow it to be on medium flame. That way you can control it better, right? You can turn and do something else. You don't want to keep it on high flame, because with the high flame it will burn the saltfish before it's cooked, and you don't want that. You understand me? So please allow it to be on medium heat. Now it has been 7 minutes since I've been frying the saltfish on one side, so it's no time to flip it. Now check it's out, guys. The saltfish is now golden brown, and this is how I like it. Now guys, this is how it should be. You know, when you're frying the saltfish on one side, it should be golden brown, not burnt or crispy, but golden brown. Now I'm gonna flip the saltfish again, and it's not gonna be on the side, it's gonna be on the part where I cut with the knife. And so I'm just placing these to stand up upright in order for those areas to be fried as well, because you know every part of the saltfish needs to be fried. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep them up, but some of them don't want to stand up. So what I have to do is just to catch them on each other in order for them to fry on that upright part. No, it's not all of them is going to be placed on upright side. It's just the pieces that are more thicker. You know what I mean? Like the thinner pieces, they're fine, but it's just the thicker pieces. Those are the ones that I need to, you know, place upright in order for those areas to be fried as well. fried saltfish is almost complete, so I'm gonna remove a few pieces that can be taken out and place them in a container on paper towel. Now the reason for the paper towel is just to absorb the oil from the fried saltfish. Now I'm gonna allow these few pieces just to fry some more, and then I'll just take them out when I'm done. You know, as I stated from earlier, when they're trying to put them upright, it's like they're hard to stay up. You know what I mean? They're really challenging, but they, you know what? Knowing me, I'm a very determined person, and once I need them to be stand up, they're gonna be stand up. Now guys, the fried saltfish is now complete. As you can see, it was in a container to soak up that oil from it. Now I'm actually placing them in a plate. As you can see here, I'm just, you know, putting them in order, because then I'm gonna make Escovitch sauce when I'm through here, and then I'm gonna pour it all over them, and I'm going to allow it to sit for a couple of hours before I can go ahead and have myself a piece of Escovitch saltfish. Oh, here I have 9 pieces of saltfish. You know, I could have went ahead and add more to it, but I decided to myself that I don't really want to consume too much of the saltfish, so I just did, you know, just half pound, and out of the half pound I got like 9 pieces, so that should be it. I did went ahead and place some oil within the sauce pot on the stove, so I'm just adding the onions now, along with the scotch bonnet pepper. And that is some ripe and green scotch bonnet pepper with the onions, and I'm going to allow the onion and pepper to saute for a few minutes before I go ahead and add the carrot to it. You wanna excuse me, I just sneezed. I was too close to the essence of the sauteing seasoning within the pot, so you know, because of that, it makes me wanna sneeze. Now, if you're talking in the back, those are just my girls having a conversation on their phone, so don't pay that any attention. After sauteing the pepper and onion, I'm going to go in with the carrot, and then I'm going to give it a stir, you know, just to make sure everything blends in the right way. And this is just going to be for a few minutes, and I'll be adding the fermented berries in a few. Now guys, I'm still sneezing, although I did explain to you what's causing that, so bear with me. After sauteing the seasoning, I'm going to pour some vinegar. No, I won't be pouring too much vinegar because I don't want the vinegar to overpower the oil that's within the pot. Next, I'm gonna add some fermented berries. I won't be adding too much, just a few. And the fermented berries, it helps to enhance the flavor of the Escovitch sauce. After giving the seasoning a good stir, I'm going to cover the pot and turn the flame off and just let it sit there and let all the seasonings within the pot just combine together and make that perfect Escovitch sauce. Now guys, this is the moment of truth, so I'm going to add the seasoning on top of the SaltFish, and as you can see, I'm trying to spread it out because then you don't want to have too much pepper in one area or too much onion. You want to make sure you do it evenly, so you spread it out. Now, after adding the seasoning to the fried SaltFish, I'm going to pour some of the sauce over the SaltFish here, as you can see, as I'm doing. So I'm not pouring it heavily because I want it to be spread evenly among the SaltFish as well as seasonings within the plate. So this is how I do it, guys. Now tell me if you like what you see. Let me know. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think of my dish. Guys, it has always been a pleasure to share with you what I do in my kitchen. So please remember to thumbs up the video, leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be an all. That means whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first to know. Thank you for watching.